Hello and welcome back to 2K14 Universe. It me, Judge Friday Night SmackDown.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, standing 7 feet tall, weighing 441 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, The Big Show.
Well, Big Show has been confirmed to face off against a mystery opponent this Sunday, one-on-one at Survivor Series for the Intercontinental Championship, and there is no telling who that mystery opponent is going to be, but I'll tell you what, this guy is on fire. But regarding his opponent this Sunday, well, Big Show said, why do we wait until Sunday? Why don't you make your way out here tonight, and I'll face you one-on-one. And then we'll have a special match this Sunday, depending on who wins, like some kind of special stipulation, I suppose. But I don't, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think this is Big Show's opponent this Sunday. Well, he wouldn't be R-Truth if he wasn't inserting himself in the strangest situations. I have gotten confirmation over my headset just now. This is not Big Show's opponent this Sunday for the Intercontinental Championship. There's no explaining. This man will, if there's an open challenge, this guy is on your roster, there's a 90% chance he's gonna walk out thinking it's him. Oh boy, who's gonna tell him? Well, regarding this Sunday's Intercontinental Championship match, his Big Show will defend. I mean, this could be a huge upset if R-Truth beats Big Show tonight. I guess this is happening. His opponent for this Sunday is not going to be coming out and facing him right now. But Big Show is very happy to face off against R-Truth. That's nice of him, I guess. I mean, if he can knock off the Intercontinental Champion, that'd be absolutely massive. So for those that don't know, initially it was supposed to be an elimination. Well, originally it was supposed to be Sheamus versus Big Show one-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship, but 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, Jericho turned his back against the Big Show. He blamed his selfishness on the reason that Jericho are no longer a thing, and that Big Show only cared about becoming Intercontinental Champion, and he was not prioritizing getting back the tag titles like he should have been. So Jericho said he was going to take that championship away from Big Show, since that meant more to him than Jericho. And, well, last week on SmackDown, Sheamus was given the right to take out his frustrations on Chris Jericho in an Extreme Rules main event, and he certainly did. He hit a high cross, whipping Jericho's head off the barricade. There is no telling when Jericho will be able to return to the ring. And, he's been pulled from this Sunday because of that, but then moments after Sheamus won, he was struck down by Mark Henry. Sheamus had some, oh my god! Had some choice words for the World Heavyweight Champion, Mark Henry. He said, you know, TLC is a Sheamus tradition to compete for the World Heavyweight Championship, and he should be given the right to defeat Sheamus for the World Heavyweight, Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship at TLC. Mark Henry took personal notice of that, and he put Sheamus on a lot. He took him out with the World Heavyweight Championship belt, and Sheamus was actually propositioned. He was asked, look, you're a top contender for any championship you want here on SmackDown. You have beaten some of the biggest and the best. If you want a shot at TLC, you can get it, but you will have to forfeit your Intercontinental Championship opportunity this Sunday. And Sheamus took up that offer. I can confirm to you that we've never had this before, but we already pre-have the World Heavyweight Championship match from SmackDown confirmed for TLC. We've been told that if Mark Henry retains against CM Punk, it will be a one-on-one match between Henry and Sheamus. But if Punk wins this Sunday at Survivor Series, it will be a triple threat between Mark Henry, Sheamus, and CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship in a TLC match. Either way, it will be a TLC match, because, you know, the event is called TLC. Rumor has it this might be the final TLC we ever host. Thank God for that. I don't know what I mean by that. We'll have to wait and see. Well, I gotta say, R-Truth has lasted a lot longer than I thought he was going to, and I mean no disrespect to R-Truth. He is a great talent, but you know, Big Show, 75 career victories at this point, something like that. It's up there. It's definitely up there. This guy is a very big deal. And he is quite the dominant Intercontinental Champion. I do feel sorry for whoever is set to face Big Show this Sunday for the Intercontinental Championship, that mystery opponent. Originally supposed to be part of a four-way. Now just a straight one-on-one. And no matter who it is, Big Show says he's ready. Leg sweep takes down the Big Show. R-Truth is really giving it his all right now. I gotta say, for a guy that I think R-Truth with Rey Mysterio no longer on SmackDown, well, actually, Wade Barrett takes Rey Mysterio's place as the bottom guy on SmackDown. That's how the EYS works. But I believe above Wade Barrett, the very second bottom on SmackDown is R-Truth, and I think he's really impressing right now. Oh, no, but that might be all she wrote. We have a World Tag Team Championship main event here tonight. We could see new champions just 2 days before they compete at Survivor Series. The Coalition. Any two members of that team will be facing off against the World Tag Team Champions Edge and Christian. They've earned this right to a World Tag Team title opportunity. This will be Edge and Christian's first defense of their newly acquired World Tag Team Championships. And oh boy, this might be the end of R-Truth. The WMD punch. There it is. That's got to be it. Well, you know what? I give R-Truth credit. He lasted almost 5 minutes in the ring with the Big Show. And that alone, well, it does deserve some merit.
Here's your winner, the Big Show. A lot of aggression there.
That was admirable. That match definitely could have ended a lot sooner. Admittedly, I think that was the first time Big Show tried a pin in that match, but, you know, it wasn't all Big Show on offense. Well, that's a man who is ready for whatever comes his way in 2 days' time when the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Anyway, moving on, up next, I don't actually remember. Let's go. Whoopsie, I forgot to unpause the recording. Uh-oh.
Making his way to the ring from the United Kingdom, Robert Scorpio.
Almost jobber entrance. Scorpio. Well, anyway, Robert Scorpio coming out here. This triple threat match. Robert Scorpio, Ricky Steamboat, and Ryback, the three men who will compete for the European Championship from Friday Night SmackDown this Sunday, 2 days from now. 6-man pinfall submission battle royal for the European title. Here tonight, a single fall to the finish triple threat between Scorpio, Ryback, and Steamboat, the three SmackDown participants. This Monday on Raw, we saw Kofi Kingston, the European champion, suffer a non-title loss to Daniel Bryan, who is not in the battle royal, despite the many times I said he was. And we saw Antonio Cesaro knock off Bryce Walker, who is, both of those two are scheduled for that battle royal. So we know right now that Antonio Cesaro has got a lot of momentum going in. One guy who I got to keep my eye on is this man. It's been a very long time since Ricky Steamboat has competed for a championship. And I think this Sunday is going to be a big opportunity for the Dragon to steal a big one. The European Championship, which will be his first title. This man made his debut back in Season 1, back in 2000. I think he didn't actually debut in 2010, because the series started at like the very end of 2009. There's like a month in 2009. I never really, to this day when I look back, I still don't really know why the series started at Survivor Series. I'm not sure. I think it's because I wanted Survivor Series to be special. Like, I feel like out of the big four, that's the one that doesn't get talked about enough. So I thought making it like the anniversary show would be kind of nice. I think that's what it was. Off the top of my head. That feels like the reason I would have gone for. At least like nowadays, that's the reason I think I'd have made Survivor Series the starting point. It probably should have been like the night after Mania and done a whole year, but whoopsie. I messed up big there. That was all me.
From Sin City, weighing 291 pounds, Ryback.
But yeah, in fairness, it does celebrate the anniversary. I think because, yeah, SummerSlam is like, it's like a second Mania. It's always like a really big feeling show anyway. Because it's like halfway, you know, it's like you're like most of the way through the year. Well, you're halfway through the year, not most of the way. The Royal Rumble is just massive in its own right, and Mania is Mania. So yeah, if I had to guess, that's probably why. I'm not really certain, but that would be my best guess as to why I started Survivor Series. I don't remember anymore. I genuinely don't remember anymore. Well, this would be smart. Double teamwork with these two. That would benefit them both greatly.
Misses the target. This will be a physical battle.
Sorry, I got distracted by something. But yeah, Ryback and Robert Scorpio and Ricky Steamboat, they're working smart here. Actually, what an interesting pairing this is. Imagine this is a tag team. I know Robert Scorpio is literally doing things for himself right now, but imagine this is a tag team. Big elbow drop there.
Again, these men can do anything they want to each other.
Tell you, tonight that World Tag Team title match could be massive. You know, this Sunday at Survivor Series, the Coalition are set to compete in a Survivor Series style matchup. John Cena and Triple H with a mystery partner facing off against the Coalition as a full, as a unit. Damian Sandow, JBL, and Scott Steiner. We've been told that tonight's World Tag Team title opportunity goes to Sandow and Steiner, by the way, of the Coalition, in case you're wondering what pairing ended up getting decided for that. JBL will be competing against John Cena next. And been perhaps one of the most idiotic challenges I've heard of in a while. Zack Ryder has said, look, I beat you for the European Championship. I had nothing to lose then. I've got nothing to lose tonight. Mark Henry, I want you one-on-one. Considering Zack Ryder and Kofi Kingston, not Kofi Kingston, Zack Ryder and R-Truth. But considering Zack Ryder and R-Truth, sorry, because of the history between Ryder and Kofi, I was like, wait, where did that come from? Yeah, because of Zack Ryder and R-Truth challenging Mark Henry to a handicap and both losing, I don't necessarily think that one-on-one was the best approach for Zack Ryder tonight. Scorpio. I tell you, these two have really been playing it smart here. In a way, with his track record, I wouldn't really call Ryback much of a threat these days, but well, he's got wins over these guys in the past. And like Scorpio could be looking to potentially finish this, but a reversal by Steamboat, and of course with Ryback still right there. That's the thing, this is first fall to a finish, to expect this one to go to a time limit draw. Or to end really abruptly with a submission. It definitely won't be a 3 count. Unless there's like some pure luck. This will not be a 3 count. I tell you, if you're Kofi Kingston, you've got to be nervous about this Sunday. A 6-man pinfall submission battle royal for your championship has got to be one of the most intimidating challenges. Other than maybe, well, definitely the Elimination Chamber, I'd say that's one of the toughest multi-man challenges you can have. As Scorpio tries to steal one from Ryback's Shell Shock. And now Scorpio, the White Tiger Bomb on Steamboat, who has taken the brunt of a beating. Back to back. Ryback, what are you doing? Whoa! I tell you, I feel bad for Steamboat right now. This guy has not got a good Steamboat William. Ooh, double knees. Ryback literally just here to break up pins right now in this one-on-one match between Scorpio and Steamboat. I want you to know if this match ends up dragging on way too long. This was originally going to be a one-on-one between Steamboat and Scorpio. I last minute thought, oh, this should probably be a triple threat instead. That makes more sense. So if this ends up taking really long and getting really boring, blame me. I mean, you should blame me for any match, really, because, like, I'm the one and only booker. So, realistically, yeah, you should probably blame me for everything, honestly. Take out all your frustrations on me. I just realized something kind of funny. When we transition to the next season, Robert Scorpio is going to be like a completely different looking guy. Because the character creator in that game is completely different. He's gonna, like, honestly, all three, Bryce and Wolf too, they're probably going to all just look completely different. If I remember right, the character creator in 15 onwards, I mean, it probably improves a lot. I think I've only ever created characters in, like, 15 through to 17. Yeah, I would have never made a character in anything after that. So I don't know how much more advanced it got. Probably a lot more advanced, but it was a lot more accurate. You could really make a character that looked the way you wanted them to. Whereas, I feel like every custom in this game looks like a carbon copy to an extent. Unless you use like a different face template, which I think is what I've done with all three, to try and make them look different. But no matter how much you morph that face, they kind of just still look like the face template that you give. It's really hard to make characters look different in this game. Whoa, and once again, he elevates. M-Dicky moment. Submission here by Scorpio. This is a good way to try and win this match. No. Never mind. Okay. Takedown there by Scorpio to Ricky Steamboat. Now, I do wonder who's going to be the third partner against the Coalition, John Cena and Triple H. I can't really think of anyone on SmackDown that would fit the bill to complete that trio. Perhaps look into the history of people that the Coalition have wronged. That doesn't really help very much, though. As Booker T's making a miracle recovery. I'm sure he's got a thing or two to say to JBL.
Ryback sees the opportunity.
Jackhammer. Classic Ryback move. Here's the cover.
Ryback from behind. And there's the double team. Big move coming.
I have nothing to say. We're halfway through the time limit, and they're just double teaming each other back to back to back. Steamboat seems like the target right now. I mean, the guy has taken 2 finishes. But it's smart that they're once again double teaming Ryback nonetheless. Do you know what would be really cool? I'm going to say it because it won't happen. If the game used logic, which it won't, and did a double shell shock for the finish. I think Ryback's my least favorite to win this, truthfully. But, that would be a good finish. I'll give it that. But I'm pretty sure the AI doesn't know about double finishes at all. Smart move. Ryback laid out. Scorpio goes to the cover and Ryback. Miracle. A miracle he gets up to his feet just in time. I'm probably going to try and do Survivor Series after this. I'm trying so hard to just pump these episodes out frequently. I have introduced a new system. Thank you to... one second. I want to name, because that's part of the park. So I want to name... Hang on a minute. My Chrome isn't opening. They're not going to win the match anytime soon. Don't worry about it. This match isn't ending anytime soon. One second. A big thank you to Jonathan. Jonathan Sund, is that how you say that? I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But thank you, Jonathan. I became a channel member 17 days ago. I recently brought back the channel memberships function here on YouTube. You don't have to, but if you want to, for I think it's $5 a month, you get instant access to these videos as soon as they're on YouTube, so you don't have to wait for them. So the more of these that I build up, that are like scheduled to be released each day, you would get them immediately. There is a new feature on YouTube where I can make it so that they go from uploaded just for members to completely public over time, like regular upload schedule, but like it makes them available beforehand. So like, for example, if I do Survivor Series right after this, and I render, edit, upload, well, edit, render, upload, that's the correct order. All three of those episodes. Is this the game lagging or my capture card? Hang on a minute. That's the game. Okay. I'm never too sure, because if it's my capture card, I can just reset it and it'll fix it. If it's the game, then there's nothing I can do. Wow! Oh my god, no! No, not like this! Not like this! No! No! What a terrible finish! I mean, if it wasn't for Scorpio just kind of wiggling around in the corner, it wouldn't be a terrible finish, but... Because it would make sense, like he's calling for the move and it gets interrupted. But Scorpio just kind of grooving in the corner was ridiculous. But yeah, so if I get Survivor Series ready, which I'm going to aim to do, if I get Survivor Series ready and it gets uploaded at the same time as this will be publicly available immediately, and if you're a member, you'll be able to watch Survivor Series right now. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And the more and more videos I get scheduled and published, get scheduled onto YouTube to go live, the more and more channel members will be able to see early. Just don't post any spoilers anywhere if you do. If you do post spoilers, I will remove you from the channel members list. Just saying. Anyway, moving on. Up next, John Cena and JBL. Coalition! It's gonna happen so many times, you're gonna be like a compilation of that by the end of this series. Coal miners. Why would you ever call a team that? Well, anyway, JBL, I hate to say it. I don't blame the Coalition for not putting this man forward in the World Tag Team Championship main event tonight. I think he's going to be one to keep an eye on in the Survivor Series match this Sunday, because I feel odd saying this considering the reign of terror this man had as WWE Champion, but I think it's safe to say JBL has lost it recently. Whatever it was that he had when he was running Monday nights as the WWE Champion, that loss to The Rock has kind of ended his momentum. His most recent loss to Robert Scorpio came as such a huge shock that it seems the Coalition haven't even put him in the World Tag Team Championship out of a lack of faith, perhaps. Or maybe, you know, Damien Sandow just saying, well, I'm the leader of the team and I want a title. Either way, Edge and Christian are in for a tough challenge in our main event tonight, because Scott Steiner has been untouchable. I'm saying it now, I could honestly see Scott Steiner being the sole survivor from Team Sandow this Sunday against Team Triple H. I mean, we don't know who that third member is. Perhaps it's just going to be Cena and Triple H. I mean, that and alone as a two-man army. Two of the very best multi-time world champions. It's possible it's just going to be those two, but that wouldn't really fit the billing of a Survivor Series style match. So I have my doubts. I think they've got someone up their sleeve for this Sunday. Michael. So here we go. Halfway point here tonight on SmackDown with this one-on-one matchup. Up next, we'll be seeing Zack Ryder try to defeat the World Heavyweight Champion Mark Henry 2 days ahead of his defense against CM Punk at Survivor Series. Should be a very interesting World Heavyweight Championship match at Survivor Series. Punk and Henry. Punk says he is more motivated and focused than ever. Says he's had a taste of that World Heavyweight Championship. He took it for granted and he lost it inside one of the most unforgiving match types against one of the most dangerous men on SmackDown. But that's not going to stop CM Punk. Nothing will. Punk claims he will be a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion coming out of Survivor Series, and he welcomes the additional challenge of Sheamus in a triple threat TLC at TLC. The road to WrestleMania is really not too far from now. After Survivor Series and TLC, we begin that road, the road to the Royal Rumble, which starts the road to WrestleMania. We're all of about 8 weeks away from the Royal Rumble. One of the biggest and the best there is out there. Yes, that is, no, 9 weeks away, I think. I think it's a 4-week build to TLC and 5 to the Royal Rumble. I hate 5-week builds. They're too long. Don't forget, unfortunately, this is with a heavy heart, we have to announce the releases of several superstars as the new year rolls in. Soon enough will be, unfortunately, if you keep an eye on the wiki, you'll be noticing a few names drop from their respective rosters. Unfortunately, this is just part of the process. As time goes on, we do lose, you know, this guy and that guy. It's just a given. It's unfortunate, but that's the way the world. We can't give everyone a job all the time. Have to clear up space, and of course, when Season 5 starts, there'll be plenty of new names on mostly NXT, I'd imagine, but yeah, there'll be a few that get to jump the line. You know, I'm sure we'll see some returns next season. I'm sure there'll be plenty, honestly. You know, don't be the loser that comments down below that you know who's in 2K14. The game's been out for 9 years. No one's gonna clap for you for knowing who's in the game. You're not special.
And he dodges that one. JBL into the headlock.
Well, technically, the game's almost been out for 10 years. Oh, jeez. 2K15 turns 10 this year, guys.
Momentum in the WWE.
We've had 10 years of the current gen. That's not even the current gen anymore. It stopped being the current gen 2 games ago. I'm waiting for when 24 or 25 or whatever gets announced as not on PS4 and Xbox One. Because when that day comes, I might stop getting them physically. I'll be just getting them on Steam. They screwed up my collection anyway. They didn't release a 2K21, so now my collection looks awful. It goes 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. I know I could put Battlegrounds in between 20 and 22, but do we really want to acknowledge Battlegrounds? Do we really want to do that? I tried playing that game once, and it wasn't terrible. Very ugly. And the game only having one menu song? What the hell decision was that? Roll up here by John Cena. Is JBL finished? No. JBL with that power. Nope, never mind. Cena reverses it. I gotta say. Wait a minute. Wait. Is he calling for a clothesline from hell? John Cena giving JBL a taste of his own medicine. What? John Cena with the $1 million power bomb. Or is it I think it's billion, isn't it? That's what he called it. And he kicks out. JBL really needs to pick up a win here tonight. This could be a big night for the Coalition, and I don't think he wants to be the one and only letdown amongst his peers. And oh, off the ropes, John Cena with an attitude adjustment. Cover attempt here on JBL, and Cena picks up a win 2 days before these guys meet in SmackDown's traditional Survivor Series matchup. There you have it. John Cena, who will be teaming with Triple H and a mystery opponent, defeats JBL here tonight. And of course, JBL's partners, Sandow and Steiner. Pressure is on now for the main event. They gotta win, otherwise the Coalition are going in to their match against Cena and Triple H as losers. Just 2 days before Survivor Series. Anyway, up next, Zack Ryder. Well, he's right, he has nothing to lose and everything to gain, but I think this is a mistake. He has challenged Mark Henry one-on-one tonight, non-title. We'll see if Zack Ryder can get another extremely huge upset over the current World Heavyweight Champion. Woo woo woo!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Long Island, New York, weighing in at 214 pounds, Zack Ryder.
There's the line! He did it! He did the line! That's literally what I was referencing. I was like, hang on a minute, where have I heard it said like that before? Woo woo woo! Oh my god, that was perfect! Oh man, that was good. That was really good.
The ring from Silsbee, Texas,
Woo woo woo!
418 pounds, the world heavyweight champion, the world's strongest man,
Mark Henry. Definitely not quite so funny, but you know, just the timing of that was amazing. Oh my god, I thought that was something he said during the matches, not when he was coming out. Oh my god, I wasn't even sure if that was real. I just felt like I imagined that. I was literally, as soon as he was done being introduced, I was gonna ask if that was even like a real clip, or if anyone even knew what I was referencing. Never mind. Wow, that's amazing. Now, I could be wrong, but I do believe that that is actually quite the symbolic outfit that Zack Ryder has chosen for tonight's match. I believe that is what Ryder wore when he defeated Mark Henry for the European Championship, a moment he has clutched onto for a long time. Oh no! Mark Henry with a bear hug! We're not even 20 seconds into the match! Mark Henry trying to break Zack Ryder immediately, and he lets go. Well, that's a relief. Mark Henry, they kicked to the midsection. He doesn't really seem to know what to do here. He's kind of almost giving him too much breathing room. What happens if Mark Henry loses tonight to Zack Ryder? I mean, at what point then do you have to go, maybe I was the fluke champion? Mark Henry really poked to the eyes of Zack Ryder. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no! Oh no! A world's strongest slam! We're a minute in! We are 1 minute in to this match, and the World Heavyweight Champion is already locked in a bear hug and hit a world's strongest slam, and oh my god. Zack Ryder. He kicked out. The Zack Ryder. He knew someone to call him that. I didn't think he could say Zack. I don't think it was, I don't think he was trying to be funny. He didn't call him the Zack Ryder, for the record.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Getting shades of the European Championship. Oh, never mind. See, in the European Championship match, Zack Ryder needed to do his comeback sequence. He didn't just stand there and stare at him. Oh my god, again! Oh my god, again! Mark Henry! Almost disrespectful to Zack Ryder tonight. And that's it. Wow. Well, I'll give credit where credit is due. Zack Ryder, he came in this one very ambitious. Got a few moves in.
Your winner, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
2 World's Strongest Slams almost back to back. See, if Zack Ryder just thought to continue with his comeback sequence and not just stand there smiling at Henry in the corner, he maybe could have gone a little further and maybe even won. I mean, that was that comeback in the corner. That was literally the sequence that won Zack Ryder the European Championship. He'd never busted it out before, and it was a great moment for him, but he really blew it there. Anyway, moving on up next, that was, I think their entrances were longer than that match. Just woo, woo, woo! We move on to the main event. The World Tag Team Championship is on the line. Will Edge and Christian be able to leave tonight successfully defending those World Tag titles for the first time, or will the formidable Scott Steiner and his weaselly tag team partner Damien Sandow become World Tag Team Champions? We find out up next. Here we go. Their first tag title defense on SmackDown in like over a year.
On the way to the ring, at a total combined weight of 468 pounds, they are the World Tag Team Champions, Edge and Christian.
3-time World Tag Team Champions. This is perhaps one of the most successful and long-running tag teams we've ever had here. They have never split. Even during the year where they weren't teaming up most of this past season, they never officially separated. They were just kind of going through a hard time, and, well, it was Bret Hart that tore them apart. It was Bret Hart that put them back together. And, well, they seem to be better than ever, honestly. But they have a very tough challenge ahead of them. Former World Heavyweight Champion, United States Champion. This man could become a Triple Crown tonight.
Representing the coal miners from Palo Alto, California, weighing 247 pounds, the self-professed intellectual savior of the masses, Damien Sandow.
There he is. This man has had a lot of success in the past here on SmackDown. In fact, honestly, SmackDown is all this guy knows. I'll admit that since SummerSlam, when he lost the World Heavyweight Championship to Bret Hart, this man has not been the same. But one thing that has remained consistent in Sandow is his hatred of Edge, the man that he blames for his loss of the World Heavyweight Championship, as he was the guest referee in that World Heavyweight title matchup. And of course, Edge, he hasn't forgotten about the history between these two either. It would be full circle for Sandow to take that World Tag Team Championship away. In a way, I understand why he stepped up. And there was no doubt they were going to put their best foot forward in this guy tonight.
His tag team partner, representing the coal miners from Detroit, Michigan, weighing 276 pounds, Scott Steiner.
I just want to say I'm very disappointed in New Legacy for pointing out that Scott Steiner is missing his tattoos in this game, because I never noticed. I always thought he looked off, but I never noticed what was missing until they said that, and now I can't not see it. Thanks. Also, shout out to the Royal Rumble fan over on that channel. You should definitely watch that. Absolutely. Go watch that. Watch all of it. Watch last year. No, 2022's as well. Not last year. Do it. Get them to 200K so they do another one next year. Please. I'm begging you all. There's not enough of you here to do that, even if every subscriber watched, but do it! Anyway, this is for the World Tag Team Championship. As I mentioned before, this is Edge and Christian's first defense of these titles. They had a lot of success in history with the WWE Tag Team Championship here on SmackDown, but now they are the World Tag Team Champions. And I do have to say, this could be a game-changing night for the tag team title division, picture even. But here we go, World Tag Team Championships on the line, starting things off, Edge and Sandow, and of course that's where the history lies. That's exactly what I was talking about before. Scott Steiner has had a pretty great breakout year so far. Honestly, I think he's been a very promising part of the SmackDown roster. And I'm surprised he's gone this long this season without winning a championship, and that could all change tonight. He could become one half of the World Tag Team Champions with Damien Sandow. This tag team very much reminds me of exactly what Jericho was. You've got the brains and the brawn. Damien Sandow, I would say more cunning, more wily, more effective than Chris Jericho. The proof's in the pudding. He's a former US and World Heavyweight Champion. And Money in the Bank holder. And a former European champion as well, let's not forget that. So actually, no, Sandow would be a Grand Slam if he won the tag team titles tonight. I forgot about Damien Sandow's European Championship reign for a minute there. It was his very first title. This man climbed the ranks very effectively. Started off as European champion, moved on to the US Championship, and then the World Heavyweight from the Money in the Bank contract. And Damien Sandow really had a breakout year. Got to keep in mind, Sandow only debuted just over a year ago. Already, I'd say he has made his mark in history, and that could continue here tonight. I think he'd be the 3rd Grand Slam champion. I might need to double check that. I think he'd be the 3rd. No, Sheamus is a Grand Slam. I think Miz is a Grand Slam. Oh no, I don't think the Miz has ever held. I think Miz has ever held a tertiary title. Oh no, he'd be the 2nd. Sheamus has never held a secondary title. My mistake. Yeah, Kane is the only Grand Slam champion we've had thus far. There's not been any other. Blackjack is currently blinding me as he's just standing with my curtains pulled wide open, and it's very sunny out, so I can't really see very well right now. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? It hurts. Okay, thank you. Holla if you hear me. It's not even a theme in this game. I really don't understand. Well, I do understand why Scott Steiner is NWO Scott Steiner. It's because he was part of the NWO pack. It's kind of just an excuse to put him in the game, it seems. What I don't understand is... Well, I don't really know where I was going with that. I was about to say why he had to have the NWO theme, but I literally just explained that. I don't like it, though. Also, did he... I've never seen the NWO. Did he really just not brand himself in anything NWO at all when he was in the group? He didn't have, like, a gear, or he didn't even, like, wear a shirt, or anything? He was just regular old Big Papa Pump. Because that's an interesting design choice. I was about to be like, oh, this is the only game in like recent years where you get Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, but he is, this version of him is in 23. It's just locked behind My Faction, the worst game mode in existence. Do you know what My Faction reminds me of? This is going to be a really obscure reference, but I work in retail, so hear me out. My Faction, and the way they lock all the like cool different attires and stuff behind it, reminds me of when stores relocate all of the shit in their shop, and they're like, ah, yeah, this will get people to look. This will get people to check out products that they weren't looking at before. They're like, yeah, put it in My Faction. This will get people to play My Faction. When in actuality, it's like, it just pisses people off. They just don't like that. You can't make people like other stuff. They gotta do that on their own accord. I have seen people defend My Faction. Very rarely. Like, literally, if you go on any tweet from WWE Games, or like WWE Games like Instagram or anything like that, and you scroll down to the comment section, 90% of the comments are just, please stop making My Faction. Please get rid of My Faction. Like, no one likes it. But they want those microtransactions. They want those loot boxes. So I don't think they're going anywhere. Because there are people paying for it. Because the people that are enjoying those kinds of things aren't going to be going into the comment section saying, hey, I'm really liking this. You're just going to hear from the people that don't like it. That's how that kind of thing, that's how feedback works. People that enjoy stuff tend not to be so vocal about it, but people who don't like something are very vocal. That's just feedback 101.
Tag team championship at stake. Which team wants it more?
This World Tag Team title main event, of course, could be indicative of the future of the coalition. They may lose this Sunday potentially. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon. They could beat Cena, Triple H, and the mystery partner. But either way, they will be World Tag Titles champions. This isn't like the Shield and the NWO, where the WWE Tag Team titles are also on the line. The World Tag Titles will not be on the line if Coalition win tonight. They will not have to defend those championships 2 days later at Survivor Series in the Survivor Series style matchup. Literally no one. Okay, there you go. Christian calling for the tag to Edge, and Edge really struggling to find his way around the ring because the AI is so incredibly incompetent in this. It is unreal how incompetent the AI is in this game. There's nothing quite like it. Roll up here by Edge on Scotty Steiner, and nope. Sandow breaks that one up, and now Edgecution. Oh my God, to defeat Big Papa Pump would be massive. Cover attempt by Edge and a kick out by Steiner right there. And now spear! Spear by Edge. Christian, get in the ring. Christian, help your partner. Christian, get in there. Well, you blew it. I guess he didn't realize that he hit a spear. The crowd didn't exactly react to that at all. They did not care about Edge hitting a spear. Cover attempt of just a 1. We have definitely seen some very short-lived title reigns in the past, so there is no doubt that there is a possibility that this could be a mere 1 month and they lose the tag team titles. It's happened before, it can happen again, and a big strike. Nope, never mind. Well, actually, it's been 3 weeks since Hell in a Cell. Technically, not even that. It's been 18 days since Hell in a Cell that they've been the World Tag Team Champions. If you want to be, no, 19. 19 days since Hell in a Cell. Christian. Kick to the face of Santa. Like he busted him open. Tip of the boot connected with just the right part of skin, maybe. I don't know. Roll up here by Christian on Damian Sandow. Could be enough. Sandow turning things around. Edge, get in there. Help your partner. And Christian turns it around into a bridge. Yes. Scott Steiner's got to be quick. No, Sandow kicked out. Good exchange between these two here. I feel like we're in the closing moments of this World Tag Team Championship matchup, which actually hasn't been terrible. Maybe it's just I've rambled about irrelevant stuff the whole time. That does tend to make these go by a little quicker. As cover attempt, that's a kick out straight away. And Sandow with a float of a DDT. And the mean streak of Damian Sandow has come to the surface here. There was a side of Sandow that made him an effective World Heavyweight Champion. It wasn't all just cowering and outsmarting. There was a side to him that was a little more vicious, and I think we're seeing that side of him right now. Christian, kill switch. Down goes Steiner. Christian's got to walk into him first. It's tradition. And now, as Edge continues to take out Scott Steiner, Christian continues to walk into a very bloodied Damian Sandow, and Sandow manages to kick out. I mean, if maybe if Christian spent a little less time walking into him after doing moves, he would have gotten the job done, but you can't expect common sense there. It's crucial to walk into your opponent. That's a A1 strategy. And, oh, just another 2 count there. I wonder where Scott Steiner was.
He fails to connect.
And the way it would be fitting that Damian Sandow be the one to take the pinfall, because even though he is the captain of his team at Survivor Series, oh, this is it. Season 4, this is it. Oh, no. It would have been if Edge hadn't made it there, I'm sure of it. Now Christian, thinking the same kind of strategy. That's smart. Scott Steiner is distracted. Edge has got him under control. Sandow, oh no, he doesn't tap out. He doesn't tap, he needs to tag out. Real bad. Edge-o-matic by Christian. Into the cover on Sandow. Still a kick out. My God, this guy is enduring a lot. This is a great main event, honestly. Most tag team matches are such a hot mess, but occasionally Scott Steiner is in. Edge is in. Big right hand across the face of Edge. And now Scott Steiner into the cover. Is this going to be enough? No, elbow drop by Christian. I mean, he did do that right in front of Christian. But that's why he's the brawn of the team and not the brains. Hot tag made at Christian. Fans don't seem to like that for some reason. And Steiner ducks it. Uh-oh.
Boy, this has just been pandemonium.
Oh, God. Back and forward World Tag Team Championship match. I'll tell you, credit where due. We haven't really seen much of Sandow and Steiner as a team, but they work really well together, actually, and almost.
And he missed that one.
Edge and Christian, their first title defense, could be their last, by the way. Really being brought to their limits. Huge clothesline by Scott Steiner, and I don't know about that decision by Steiner, but I guess maybe he thought Sandow had something in the bag. I don't know. Maybe Sandow called for the tag. I can't tell you. Sandow perhaps looking for the Season 4 special, but Christian rolled out of that.
Which team wants it more?
Once again, Edge and Christian working well as a tag team. Sandow wearing that crimson mask. He has been through hell here tonight. Cover attempt by Edge on Sandow. Remember, Sandow and Steiner, they've both got to compete 2 days from now at Survivor Series. Again, in a tag team match alongside JBL against Cena, Triple H, and someone. Submission holder here. Smart, honestly, at this point in the match. That's probably the key way to win this match right now. Scoop and a slam. I really am happy to be back to 5 matches, by the way. I think that has helped make this so much more smoother. There was something about that 6th match that was just making recording so daunting. As soon as I got rid of it, I was like, oh, this is better. So weird. Cover attempt off the elbow, and Sandow pins Edge. New World Tag Team Champions. Wow. There you have it. And here comes JBL. Proud of these guys. Be third wheel in it. The new World Tag Team Champions. Wow, Edge and Christian, one of the greatest tag teams, defeated here tonight by the Coalition as they close out tonight's SmackDown and head into Survivor Series, the new World Tag Team Champions. I'll see you guys at Survivor Series.